We used to look at screens, now the screens are looking at us. Every 100 years or so, humanity invents something that breaks the rules. Fire gave us warmth, but it also burned down cities. The internet gave us knowledge, but it also gave us destruction. And right now, in 2026, we are standing on the edge of a cliff. Jump, and we might fly. Hesitate, and we might get left behind. But if we fall, well, that's what we need to talk about today. This is a story of how AI will save your life, or it might just ruin it. Let's start with a dream. Because honestly, the dream is beautiful. Life is hard. It's messy. We spend 40% of our life doing something we hate. Filling out forms, sitting in traffic, trying to remember the name of the guy you met at a party 3 years ago. Imagine an AI agent, not a chatbot, an agent. It lives in your ear. It sees what you see. You look at your fridge. It doesn't just say you have eggs. It says,
"Hey, those eggs expire tomorrow. I've already ordered fresh ones, and here's a recipe for the leftovers."
that isn't sci-fi. That is the next 24 months. We're literally moving from search to action. I don't want to search for a flight. I want to say, book me a trip to Japan under $1,000, aisle seat, vegetarian meal, and it just happens. This is the promise, the gift of time. For the first time in history, we could be free for all boring stuff. We could just be human, create, love, explore. Sounds perfect, right? Yeah, maybe too perfect. Here's the rule of the internet. If the product is free, you are the product. But with AI, you aren't just a product, you are the training data. To make that AI assistant work, it needs to know everything. It needs to read your emails, listen to your calls, know your heart rate when you lie to your boss, know exactly where you go at 2 a.m. at a Saturday. We are building a surveillance state, not out of fear, but out of convenience. We are inviting
the spy into our living room because it plays our favorite music.
And it's not just about privacy, it's about the truth. We've already seen deepfakes, but imagine a world where you can't trust a video call from your own mother. If we can't agree on what is real, how does society function? When the line between reality and simulation dissolves, do we dissolve with it? But there is something that scares me even more than the privacy stuff. It's what's happened to us inside. When we invented the calculator, we stopped doing mental math. And when we invented GPS, we forgot how to read maps. But that's fine, those are tools. But what happens when AI starts thinking for us? If an AI creates your art, then what are you doing? Are we going to forget how to write, how to struggle, how to solve problems? Struggle is important. Struggle is how we grow. If we remove all the friction from life, we become soft. We become passengers in our own existence, driven around by algorithms that know us better than ourselves. And that is a terrifying thought. To be the most comfortable generation in history, and yet the most useless. So, should we smash the computers? Should we go live in the woods? Of course not. No, that is not going to happen. The genie is out of the bottle. You can't just put it back. The answer isn't rejection, it's integration. We need to treat AI like an Iron Man suit. Tony Stark is cool, but Iron Man is a superhero. The suit doesn't make the decisions, Tony does. The suit just gives him the power to execute them. Use AI to handle the mundane, but guard your humanity jealousy. Write the poem yourself. Pick the restaurant yourself. Make the mistake yourself. Because the mistake, a flaw, that's the human part. That's art. We're the transition generation. We are the ones who have to figure this out. For our kids, this would just be normal. For us, it's a choice. You have a supercomputer in your pocket. Soon you have one in your glasses. Eventually, maybe one in your brain. The technology will get better. There's no denying that. The question is, will we?